Greetings to all. Welcome to Future Officers Academy. Today we are going to see the daily current affairs of 27th July. Today we are going to discuss the topics of 219 proposals for High Court judges appointment or being processed center, which comes under GS2 paper under Indian polity. Next, Asian Cornerstone of India Act East policy, which comes under GS2 international relations. Next, the UNESCO World Heritage Site, which comes under prelims perspective. Next, Paris unveils the ultimate spectacle with pomp, fervor, and splendor, which also comes under prelims perspective. Next, dark oxygen, which we have to know about it. Next, editorial analysis, and finally, we are going to see the mapping. Our first topic is about appointment of high court judges. So we have to know why it is in news. The union government has said that 219 proposals for the appointment of high court judges by collegium are in various stages of processing. Now, what are the qualifications for the appointment of Supreme Court judge? According to Article 124, Class 3. So, Article 124, Class 3 of the Constitution, a person can be appointed as a judge of the Supreme Court if he or she is a citizen of India, has served as a judge of High Court for last 5 years, or in two such courts in succession. Next, alternatively, has been advocate of High Court for at least 10 years, or in two or more such courts in succession. Next, it is a distinguished jurist in the opinion of the President. Next, what are the qualifications for appointment of the High Court judge? So the person must have held a judicial office for at least 10 years in India, or must have been practicing advocate in High Court for at least 10 years. The person must be enrolled under the Bar Council of India. Now, what are the procedures followed by the collegium? First, the appointment of CJI. So the President of India appoints the CJI and the other SC judges. As far as the CJI is concerned, the outgoing CJI recommends his successor. In practice, it has been strictly by seniority ever since the suppression controversy of the 1970s. So the Union Law Minister forwards the recommendation of the PM, who in turn advise the President. Now, what are the other SC judges here? For other judges of the top court, the proposal is initiated by CJI. The CJI consults the rest of the collegium members as well as the senior most judge of the court hailing from High Court to which the recommended person belongs. The consultants must record their opinions in writing and it should be in the form of the part of file. The collegium sends the recommendations to the law minister who forwards it to the prime minister to the advice of the president. For high courts, we have the CJs for high court are appointed as per the policy of having chief justice from outside the respective states. The collegium takes the call on the elevation. High court judges are recommended by a collegium comprising the CJI and two senior most judges. The proposal, however, it is initiated by Chief Justice of High Court, concerned in consultation with two senior most colleagues. The recommendation is sent to Chief Minister, who advises the Governor to send the proposal to the Union Law Minister. With this, we have to know about what is collegium system. The collegium system is a method used for appointment and transfer of judges in the Supreme Court and the High Courts of India. It is the Indian Supreme Court's invention. The term collegium does not find mention in the Constitution. Now, what are the Constitution provisions? So, Article 124. It says that the President appoints the Chief Justice and other judge of the Supreme Court after consultation with judges of the Supreme Court and High Courts as deemed necessary. Under Article 217, it says that the President appoints High Court judges after consultation with the Chief Justice of India, the Governor of the state, and the Chief Justice of the High Court concerned. Now we have to know about the composition. The Supreme Court Collegium, composed of five-member body headed by Chief Justice of India, includes the four other senior most judges of the Supreme Court at that time. In High Court Collegium, we have composition of led by Chief Justice of the respective High Court. It includes the two senior most judges of the High Court, and the recommendation for appointments by the High Court Collegium are sent to the government only after the approval by the CJI and the Supreme Court Collegium. With this, we have the UPSC prelims question which have been asked in the year 2012. What is the provision of safeguard the autonomy of the Supreme Court of India? So we have the statements like, while appointing the Supreme Court judges, the President of India has to consult the Chief Justice of India. The Supreme Court judges can be removed by the Chief Justice of India only. The salaries of judges are charged on the Consolidated Fund of India, to which the legislature does not have to vote. All appointments of office and staffs of the Supreme Court of India are made by the government only after consulting the Chief Justice of India. So here the answer is A. First and third statement is correct. So second and fourth statement is wrong. So while appointing Supreme Court judges, the President of India has to consult the Chief Justice of India. So it is correct. Next, the salaries of judges are charged on the Consolidated Fund of India, with the legislature does not have to. So these two statements are correct. So our next topic is about India's Act East policy. So we have to know about why it is in news. The Ministry of Skill Development and Entrepreneurship revamped the Model Skill Loan Scheme. Model Skill Loan Scheme. So for skill development courses with a fresh maximum loan limit of rupees 7.5 lakh. With this we have to know about ASEAN. The Association of Southeast Asian Nations. So it is a regional intergovernmental organization comprising 10 Southeast Asian countries. It was founded in August 8, 1967 in Bangkok, Thailand. Its members include Indonesia, Malaysia, the Philippines, Singapore, Thailand, Brunei, Vietnam, Laos, Myanmar, and Cambodia. Here it aims to promote regional peace, stability, economic growth, and socio-cultural development through cooperation and dialogue. Its key principles include mutual respect, non-interference in internal affairs, peaceful dispute resolution, and cooperation for mutual benefit. ASEAN has established various framework and mechanisms such as Asian Economic Community, that is AEC, Asian Political Security Community, that is APSC, and Asian Socio-Cultural Community, that is ASCC, to enhance regional integration and cooperation. The Asian Summit is the organization highest decision-making body where member states discuss and coordinate regional policies and initiatives. ASEAN has developed partnership and dialogue mechanism with major powers and regional organizations contributing to regional stability and prosperity. The organization addressed various regional challenges including territorial dispute, transnational crime, terrorism, natural disasters, and environmental issues. It also promotes intra-regional trade and economic cooperation through initiatives such as Asian Free Trade Area and regional economic integration efforts. It plays a crucial role in shaping the geopolitical landscape of Southeast Asia and fostering regional cooperation in various fields. So with this we have to know about India-Asian relations. So what is the significance for India here? India Act East policy emphasizes deepening engagement with ASEAN given its strategic location and economic potential. It is India's one of the most significant trading partner with bilateral trade reaching billions of dollars annually. Strengthening ties with Asia enhances India's regional influence and provides access to Southeast Asian markets. Cooperation with Asian nations fosters connectivity, promotes economic growth, and facilitates people to people exchange. India's membership in ASEAN led forums like East Asia Summit and Asian Regional Forum strengthens its regional security architecture. Now, what are the challenges seen here? Limited physical connectivity and infrastructure pose barriers to trade and investment flows between India and ASEAN. Non-tariff barriers and bureaucratic hurdles hinder seamless economic integration. Competition from other regional powers like China and Japan challenges India's influence in ASEAN. Historically and territorial disputes among Asian members complicate regional cooperation and unity. Socio-cultural difference and language barriers impede closer people to people ties. So we have to enhance physical and digital connectivity through infrastructure development and promotion of digital initiatives. Negotiate comprehensive free trade agreement to reduce trade barriers and promote economic integration. Strengthen maritime cooperation to ensure security and freedom of navigation in the Indo-Pacific region. Increase cultural exchange and educational programs to deepen mutual understanding and trust. Leverage Asian led platforms to address regional challenges and promote multilateral cooperation. Diversify and deepen engagement with Asian countries beyond economic ties to include strategic, security, and socio-cultural dimension. So, with this, we have UPSC prelims question which have been asked in 2018. Consider the following countries: Australia, Canada, China, India, Japan, USA. Which of the above are among the free trade partners of ASEAN? So the answer is C. 1, 3, 4 and 5. So Australia, China, India and Japan are the free trade partners of ASEAN. So our next topic is about UNESCO World Heritage List. So why it is in news? The Charaideo-moidens, a unique 700-year-old mound burial system of the Ahom dynasty from Assam, has been added to the UNESCO World Heritage List. It is exclusively contains moidens of Ahom royals other than of aristocrats and chiefs can be found scattered across eastern Assam in the regional between the towns of Jarhat and Dibrugarh. So we have to know about Charaideo moidens. So they represent the late medieval mound burial tradition of the Thai Ahom community. Thai Ahom community in Assam. It more than 400 kilometers east of Guwahati was the first capital of the Ahom dynasty founded by Lung Sukpa in 1253. The Ahoms preferred to place their deceased family members at this place where the first king Sukapa was laid to rest. The historical chronicles inform that wives, attendants, pet animals, and huge quantity of valuables were buried with the departed kings. After 18th century, the Ahom rulers adopted the Hindu method of cremation and began entombing the cremated bones and ashes in the Maidam at Chardeo. Out of 386 Maidams explored so far, 90 royal burials of Chardeo are the best preserved, representative of and the most complete examples of mound burial tradition of Ahoms. Now, what are the significance of it? The name comes from Thai Ahom words Chirai Doi. So its meaning is a shining town situated on a hilltop. So it was the first capital of Ahom kingdom, established in the year 1253 AD by King Sukhapa. So he was buried there in 1856 and it became the chosen resting place for subsequent Ahom royals. Though the Ahoms changed capital several times over their 600 rule, Chardeo remained a symbolic and ritual center due to its historical significance. Today, the moidams of Chardeo are major tourist attractions. With this, we have to know about the Ahoms. The Ahom, also known as Thai Ahom, are the ethnic group from Assam and Arunachal Pradesh in India. The ethnic group is made up of interbred descendants of Thai people who first came to Assam, Brahmaputra Valley in 1228, and indigenous people who later joined them. The current Ahom people and culture are a mix of the ancient Thai people and culture as well as indigenous Tibeto-Burma people and cultures that they assimilated in Assam. Sukapa, the Thai group leader, and his 9,000 supporters founded the Ahom Empire, which ruled over part of modern day Assam, Brahmaputra Valley until 1826. It retained sovereignty for 600 years until annexed by British India in 1826, that is, Treaty of Yendobo. Treaty of Yendobo. So, Lachit Borpukhan is the most celebrated rule under the Ahom dynasty. For this, we have the UPSC prelims question which have been asked in 2021. So, which one of the following statement is correct? Ajanta caves lie in the gorge of Bagor River. Sanchitupa lies in the gorge of Sambal River. Pandulina cave shrines lie in the gorge of Narmada River. Amaravati Stupa lies in gorge of Godavari River. The answer is A. Ajanta cave lies in the gorge of Vaghora River. Our next topic is about Paris unveils the ultimate spectacle with pomp, fervor, and splendor. So we have to know about why it is in news. The Paris Olympics has been began and it will run from July 26 to August 11, 2024. We have to know about Paris Olympics now. The Paris Olympics, officially known as Games of 33rd Olympiad, will be held in Paris, France. This event, commonly referred to as the 2024 Summer Olympics, is an international multi-sport competition featuring athletes from around the world. The sports include in this is athletics, aquatics, archery, badminton, basketball, boxing, canoeing, cycling, equestrian, fencing, football, golf, gymnastics, handball, hockey, judo, modern pentathlon, rowing, rugby sevens, sailing, shooting, skateboarding, sport climbing, surfing, table tennis, taekwondo, tennis, triathlon, volleyball, weightlifting, and wrestling. So these are the sports included in this Olympics. So what are the things about Olympics we have to see here is the Olympic Games originated in the ancient Greece in 776 BC. In Olympia, held every 4 years, they feature athletic competition among representatives of various city-states. The modern Olympics were revived by Baron Pierre Coubertin of France. The first modern Olympic Games were held in Athens, Greece in 1896. The Olympic rings represent the union of five inhabited continents, that is Africa, America, Asia, Europe, and Oceania. The Winter Olympics were introduced in 1924 in Chamonix, France, and it features sports practiced on snow and ice like skiing, ice skating, and ice hockey. The Olympic torch relay was introduced in 1936 Berlin Games. The number of participating countries has grown from 14 in 1896 games to over 200 in recent editions. So women were first allowed to compete in 1900 Paris Olympics. The Paralympics for athletes with disabilities were first held in Rome in 1960. Now we have to know about the India's participation. So India is set to participate in various sports at the Paris Olympics 2024 with several medal prospects across disciplines. So first we have the athletics. In athletics we have Neeraj Chopra, who is defending Olympic gold medalist aiming for another podium finish. So he is under the javelin throw. The key events of is track and field events with several athletes competing in sprints, long jump, and discus throw. Next is badminton. We have PV Sindhu in singles, Satvik Sairaj, Raikin, Chirag Shetty in doubles, Ashwin Punappa, Satvik Saraj, Rankrit. Then in boxing we have Mary Kom in flyweight, Amit Pangal in flyweight, Lovinlina Barongia in welterweight. Next in shooting we have Manu Bakkar, Shaurabh Chaudhary. In wrestling we have Vinesh Phogat in 50 kg, Antim Pangal in 53 kg. In weightlifting, we have Mirabai Shanu in 49 kg. Hockey, we have men's team, also a women's team. In table tennis, we have Manika Batra and Sharad Kamal. In archery, we have Deepika Kumari, Athanu Das. In gymnastics, we have Deepak Karmakar. So, with this, we have a practice question in, sorry, previous year question in, have been asked in 2021. Consider the following statements in respect of Lawrence Wolfsburg Award, which was instituted in the year 2000. We have the statements such as American golfer Tiger Woods was the first winner of this award. The award was received mostly by Formula One players so far. Next, Roger Federer received this award maximum number of times compared to others. So the answer is C. The first and third statement is correct. Second statement is wrong. So our next topic is about dark oxygen. we have to know about it. So scientists have recently discovered a strange phenomena, dark oxygen in the deep sea. So we have to know about the dark oxygen detailedly. So oxygen that is being produced in complete darkness, thousands of feet below the ocean surface, is termed dark oxygen. Why this discovery is so important here? Until now, it was thought that oxygen was created only through photosynthesis, a process that requires sunlight. Oceanic plankton, drift plants, algae, and some bacteria are primary elements attributed to the production of oxygen in the ocean. So all these organisms are capable of photosynthesis. So the production of oxygen at such depth is thought to be impossible because there is not enough sunlight for plants to do photosynthesis. However, in this case, oxygen is not being produced by plants. The oxygen comes out of polymetallic nodules that are similar in resemblance of lumps of coal. These nodules made up of metals like manganese, iron, cobalt, nickel, copper, and lithium, which can generate oxygen through electrochemical activity even in the absence of light. They are splitting H2O molecules into hydrogen and oxygen. So with this we have to know about polymetallic nodules. So it is also known as manganese nodules or small rounded accretions found on the seabed of the deep ocean floor. These nodules are composed of a mixture of metals and minerals, including manganese, iron, nickel, copper, cobalt, and traces of other valuable elements such as platinum, rare earth elements, and lithium. They form through a slow and gradual process over millions of years. They develop a concentric layers around a central nucleus, which can be a shell fragment, a sharp tooth, or a piece of basaltic rock. The layers are primarily composed of manganese and iron oxides, with other metals being deposited along with them. These metals are really important for the production of lithium ion batteries used in electric vehicle batteries, mobile phones and turbines, solar panels, etc. They are mainly found in North Central Pacific Ocean, the Southeast Pacific Ocean, and Northern India Ocean. It is said that there may be enough polymetallic nodules in an area of the Pacific Ocean called Cla- Clarion Clipperton Zone. So Clarion-Clipperton Zone to meet global energy demands for decades after. We have the UPSC previous year question paper which have been asked in 2018. The question is, consider the following statement. So the Earth's magnetic field has reversed every few hundred thousand years. When the Earth was created more than 4,000 million years ago, there was 54% oxygen and no carbon dioxide. When living organisms originated, they modified the early atmosphere of the Earth. Which of the statements given above is correct? So the answer is C. First and third statement is correct and the second statement is wrong. Now we will see the editorial analysis. Our topic of editorial analysis is a new push in Bay of Bengal. So India hosted the second BIMSTEC foreign ministers retreat in New Delhi, creating an informal forum to enhance regional cooperation in security, connectivity, trade and investment in Bay of Bengal. So strengthening ties with Eastern India neighbors. How? So BIMSTEC is a regional organization devoted to Bay of Bengal with a membership of 5 South Asian and 2 Southeast Asian countries cooperating across 7 diverse sectors. The regional stability and security is growing presence of China in the Bay of Bengal is perceived as potential threat to regional stability. By strengthening ties with countries like Bangladesh and Myanmar, India aims to reinforce its position as preferred security partner in a region. The economic development is enhanced relations with eastern neighbors facilitate India's access to essential maritime routes, particularly for its landlocked northeastern states. Now, what is the Indo-Pacific strategy here? Improved relationship with Myanmar and Thailand are integral to India's broader Indo-Pacific strategy. These countries are key members of ASEAN, which India considers central to its vision of this reign. So, with this, we have to know about the bilateral merits. So, at first, we have India and Myanmar. So Mr. Jaishankar addressed issues with Myanmar regarding the flow of displaced persons, narcotics and arms across the border and urged the return of unlawful detained Indian nationals. Next, India-Bangladesh cooperation. So in this meeting with the Bangladesh Foreign Minister, Mr. Jaishankar was requested to ensure the smooth supply of daily essentials and send a technical team for the TESTA project, signifying efforts towards resolving long-pending concerns. Next, we have to know about BIMSTEC. Its full name is Bay of Bengal Initiative for Multi-Sectoral Technical and Cooperation. So it was established in the year 1997. The member countries of this is Bangladesh, Bhutan, India, Myanmar, Nepal, Sri Lanka and Thailand. Objective of this BIMSTEC is to promote regional cooperation, economic growth and development. The headquarters is located in Dhaka, Bangladesh. So the key sectors of the cooperation is trade and investment, technology, energy, transport and communication, tourism, fisheries, agriculture, public health, poverty, elevation, counter-terrorism, environment, culture and people-to-people contact. The significance of it is bridges South and Southeast Asia and enhanced regional connectivity, also facilitates economic integration and cooperation. Now, what are the principles of its sovereign equality, territorial integrity, political independence, no interference in internal affairs, peace coexistence, mutual benefit, constitute an addition to and not to be substitute for bilateral, regional, or multilateral cooperation involving the member states. Now, how BIMSTEC is different from the SARC? We have to know about this. So, SARC is a regional organization looking into South Asia. BIMSTEC is an inter-regional organization connecting South Asia and Southeast Asia. SARC established in the year 1985 during the Cold War era. BIMSTEC was established in 1997 in the post-Cold War. SARC member countries suffer from mistrust and suspicion, but in BIMSTEC members maintain reasonable friendly relations. SAC suffers from regional politics. BIM's core objective is to improvement of economic cooperation among the countries. SAC asymmetric power balance. Next, BIMSTEC will have a balancing of power with the presence of Thailand and India on the bloc. SAC intra-regional trade only has 5%, but BIMSTEC intra-regional trade has increased around 6% in a decade. So with this, we have to know about Act East policy. The Act East policy announced in the November 2014 is the upgrade of Look East policy. It is a diplomatic initiative to promote economic, strategic and cultural relations with the vast Asia Pacific region at different levels. It involves intensive and continuous engagement with Southeast Asia in the field of connectivity, trade, culture, defense, and people to people contact at bilateral, regional, and multilateral levels. It's aimed to promote economic cooperation, cultural ties, and developing a strategic relationship with countries in Indo-Pacific region with a proactive and paramagnetic approach and thereby improving the economic development of northeastern region, which is the gateway of Southeast Asian region. Next, we have to know about Saga. It is nothing but security and growth for all in the region. So it defines the Saga, which was launched in 2014. 15. It is India's strategic vision for the India's ocean region. Through Saga, India seeks to deepen economic and security cooperation with its maritime neighbors and assets in building their maritime security capabilities. Further, India seeks to safeguard its national interest and ensure India's ocean region to become inclusive, collaborative, and respect international law. The key relevance of Saga emerges when seen in conjunction with India's other policies impacting the maritime domain like Act East policy, Project Sagarmala, Project Mosam. India has net security provider focus on blue economy. So that's all from the editorial analysis. Next we'll have the mapping. In mapping we'll be seeing the topic of tiger reserves of India. So the tiger reserves in India preserving striped big cats and their habitat. Tiger reserves in India fall under the protected area specifically designated for striped big cats, that is tigers, and conserving and protecting them. It is set up under Project Tiger, which was launched to conserve the habitat of tigers and increase their population. A tiger reserve can also exist as national park or wildlife sanctuary. For example, Kaziranga National Park, Sariska Park, etc., which is also a national park and tiger reserve. Now, what is the expanding tiger conservation and the 54 tiger reserves in India? There are total of 54 tiger reserves in India, safeguarding a total area of approximately nearly 75,000 square kilometers. This constitutes over 2.3% of country's total land, a significant increase from original 9 reserves covering 18,278 square kilometers in 1973. First tiger reserve was set up in 1973 as Palamau Tiger Reserve, which is located in Jharkhand. So most recently declared tiger reserve is Virangana Durgavati Tiger Reserve in Madhya Pradesh. Which one? Virangana Durgavati Tiger Reserve in Madhya Pradesh. So these reserves are important for protecting the tigers that live in India. Now we'll see the state-wise tiger reserves in India. So first in Andhra Pradesh we have Nagarjuna Sagar Srisailam Tiger Reserve. Next in Arunachal Pradesh we have Pakhi Tiger Reserve, Namdapa Tiger Reserve, Kamlang Tiger Reserve. In Assam we have Orang Tiger Reserve, Nameri Tiger Reserve, Manas Tiger Reserve, Kaziranga Tiger Reserve. In Bihar, we have Valmiki Tiger Reserve. In Chhattisgarh, we have Udanti Siddhanti Tiger Reserve, Indravati Tiger Reserve, Achanmat Tiger Reserve. In Jharkhand, we have Palmau Tiger Reserve, which we have seen the first tiger reserve. Next, in Karnataka, we have Nagarhole Tiger Reserve, Dandel Anshi Kali Tiger Reserve. So, to read this document, you can visit our website. Our website link have been provided in the description. To get more daily current affairs videos, follow our YouTube channel or our Telegram channel. Thank you.